Peace and love. It's yours truly, Nefer Peacock Nubia, coming to you today on May 11th. It's the day after the Scorpio full moon just came in. So if you haven't done your rituals, be sure to do your rituals tonight and you can check out that video. Today's video comes from Ask Nefer Nubia. Wrote this email pertaining to this subject, and it's simple. It's like, why do most relationships fail? Let's get right into it. It's short, sweet, and easy to understand. Um, Now they say the divorce rate is sky high. Over 50% of people that are getting married are getting divorced, and that saddens me because back in the day, our grandparents stayed married through thick, thin, better or worse, rich or poor for real, because a lot of times they didn't even have money back then, and they had lots of kids, lots of responsibilities, but they made it work. Okay, the main thing, I'll start off by saying it's really important to that even more than you love someone, it's more important to understand them. Once you understand them, then you know how to move and how to have a healthy relationship. Break it down even further. Story. Say, for example, a little boy is somewhere at the store and at a pet store or at the aquarium, and he sees a jellyfish. And he tells his parents, "Hey, I want that jellyfish. Please give me that jellyfish." And they say, "Okay, because you love that jellyfish, we'll get the jellyfish and we'll take it home and put it in our tank." Well, the kid loves the jellyfish so much. As soon as he saw the jellyfish, it was love at first sight. So what does the child do? The child shows jellyfish love in which he would want to receive love, what he knows love to be. So he picks up the jellyfish, he takes it, he hugs it, he tries to give it a candy bar, he's kissing it, he's squeezing it, and then he puts it back in the fish tank, and the jellyfish is dead. And he doesn't understand. Perhaps he even stung him. And he doesn't understand, like, how, and he would even get mad at the jellyfish. Like, how could you sting me? How could you die on me? I loved you. How could you do this to me? Well, he didn't love the jellyfish in a way, and jellyfish would need to receive love to survive. And everyone has different ways of understanding that. So my dad used to always say this famous quote that in your relationships, you have to seek to understand rather than to be understood. A lot of times people are arguing because they just want you to see my point. You don't get it. You don't understand where I'm coming from. Well, if they seek to understand the other person in return would seek to want to understand them, right? And everyone has different love languages. Perhaps the one person might say, "Okay, to show me you love me is to spend every day with me. I want to be with you every day." Well, the other person might be like, "Oh, that's a little too much for me. I don't want to do every day." Well, then you two are incompatible. But oftentimes we just see someone and we're just like, "Oh, we like the way they make us feel when we're around them, and the vibe is good, and it's good, and maybe you get intimate and the sex is good and you're attracted to them, but you just don't understand why it ends every time because you didn't understand from the jump. How does this person want to receive love? How does this person feel? Now, say you've been with someone for a long time and then y'all are getting into it and always arguing and not seeing eye to eye. Well, are you really understanding where they're coming from and why they want you to do the certain thing that they're asking you to do? If so, then you would probably be more inclined to compromise more and do it, right? Or perhaps you're not. You would already have understood that when you first got with them. So, stop trying to love people as much and try to understand how they want to receive love. That is the most important thing. That is the key to relationships and how to make them work. Now, people say, "Oh, it's probably a little more complicated than that." Some of you probably are. But guess what? The saying is, keep it simple, stupid. Things are really simple. Life is really simple. Relationships are really simple. People just complicate them. People think, "Oh, they just make things more complex than it really has to be," instead of just getting to the root of the problem, which is someone's usually not feeling loved. Someone's not usually feeling respected. Maybe the way they want to receive love is through respect. What is respect? And that goes into something else. So basically, the point of this video is seek to understand rather than to be understood. Because remember, we live in a holographic universe. What you project, you receive. If you want to receive more love, give more love. Don't complain about you not receiving love. Give more love. And also focus on the things that you're grateful for in that person. man, I sure love the way you smile. Give me something as simple as that. Or man, I love the way that you help me with the dishes sometimes when you know I'm tired. Anything that you can find to be grateful for in that other person, focus on that and start making them feel that you love them and deserved and worthy. And I guarantee, I bet you more often than not, you're going to get exactly the things that you want because that person will be more inclined to give them to you because they feel loved and appreciated and nurtured and almost worshiped in a way, in a healthy way. Seek to understand rather than to be understood. If you have any questions about this video, if you need me to elaborate on anything, or just more questions for Ask Nefer Nubia, hey, your girl is back and I got your back. Don't forget to do your full moon rituals tonight, especially in terms of, letting old things die off and more things becoming new. And remember, right now, text someone and tell them just how grateful you are for them. Because relationships are all different types of relationships, not just lovers, but family members, friends. And then you'll get more of what you want because they'll, again, be more inclined to listen to you because they see that you care about more than anything, understanding where they're coming from. So ask them in a loving way, how do you feel? How can I show you how much I love you better? Peace.